Good morning, dear students. Arpita, then Yog, Mrudula, Arti, Niraj. Good morning, all of you. You please confirm me, Niraj, if I am audible to you properly. Please confirm me with the text if I am audible to you clearly, so that I can start discussion about the syllabus. Okay, Niraj, thank you so much. If you're able to hear me, it's good. So now we'll begin our lesson today. First of all, today basically we're going to discuss about about the syllabus. Okay, so you please let me know if there is any problem. As of now, it's okay. It seems okay. Now I will concentrate on. I shall concentrate on your subject, that is let me show you here, dear students. There has been a change in the syllabus recently following the COVID-19 pandemic. So let me tell you what are the changes today, so that you are able to get aware of this, you are able to know it properly. Okay, so here I'll just show you, just hang on, I'm going to show you. Okay, so dear students, as you can see here, reading skill, writing skill with grammar, literature and supplementary reading. So dear students, you can see this time question paper is divided into two parts. Okay, part one will be of all the multiple choice and objective type questions. See, multiple choice and objective type questions. So always remember that this time you shall have the single question paper, but there will be two part in that question paper. Okay, part one will comprise of all the multiple choice questions and object type questions. Understood? The objective type means 1 mark question. Multiple choice you must be knowing, okay, with options. So part A will consist of all multiple choice questions and objective type questions, and part B will consist of all the subjective questions, subjective type questions. Subjective type means starting from 2 mark, 3 mark, 4 mark, 5 marks. Okay, all 2, 3, 4, 5 mark questions will comprise of part B. Okay, or part B will comprise of all the subjective type questions starting from 2 marks till up to 5 marks. Okay, so let's study here. Part 1, as I told you, all MCQ and objective type questions. So you can see here in the reading skill there will be a 10 mark thing actually. Okay, uh, Saloni, is it clear now? You can see Saloni, I think it's clear now. Please check once. Because from my okay, okay, thank you so much, Saloni. You do one thing, you go to the setting and resolution, you make 360p or at least 240 40p. 240 or 360p you make it. 360p if you make, it will be crystal clearer. Okay, so because from my end everything is clear from my end everything is clear. Okay, so in on your device you need to make some changes. Okay, in the settings, resolution, your mobile resolution setting might be very much low, that is why you are not able to see it clearly. Okay, so dear students, as you can see here, my first question will comprise of multiple choice, 10 multiple choice questions, okay, on a discursive passage of 400 to 450 words. Okay, and second question will also comprise of another 10 multiple choice questions based on case based factual passage. Okay, so dear students, the multiple choice questions are more, it does not mean that the question paper will be very easy. Okay, don't think in that manner, because even though they have given multiple choice questions, but they will be mostly based on application part, understanding part, not on knowledge part mostly. Okay, because reading skill you will certainly get based on the application part and understanding part, not from any direct not in direct questions. So direct question is based on knowledge part, but questions will be given on reading skill based on the application and understanding part. You please remember that. That is why you do not think the multiple choice questions, so you cannot correct all the 10 questions. Okay, you need to think very very critically, you need to think analytically, only then you shall be able to answer it correctly. So see now, let me explain you what is the meaning of case based factual passage. Case based means some research based, or you can say some survey based factual basis, survey based. Okay, that is case based. Case study means a survey is done, okay, on a particular topic or on a particular matter. Research is done on a particular matter, so research and then survey based topic will be given to you in the second question. That is case based factual passage with visual input, statistical data, chart, etc. So the questions will be based on a variety of areas, like statistical data will be there, chart will be there, pie chart will be there, bar graph will be there, based on which the questions will be asked. So first the passage will be given, you've got to read the passage, understand the passage well, and then you've got to answer based on the chart and statistical data whatever is given to you, and the passage will be based on case study. Okay, the passage will be based on case study. Okay, so this is question number 2, the 10 mark. Okay, now we shall discuss about multiple choice questions from literature textbook. This, see, as I told you, all the part 1, in the part 1 all the multiple choice questions and objective type questions, that is 1 mark question, will be given in the part 1 only, and in part 2, that is part B, all the subjective type questions will be given starting from 2 marks up to 5 marks. Okay, so let's find out. That is why straight away in the question paper you will see, from reading 2 questions they are going to the multiple choice questions. Okay, so from literature textbooks. So in literature textbooks also you are going to have two extracts, out of which you need to answer any one extract. Okay, any one out of 2 extracts to be done. And multiple choice questions, there will be 5 questions of 1 mark. Understood? So first extract will be from either drama or prose, and the second extract will be from poetry. Okay, from poetry it is. So there will be 2 extracts. Remember, there will be in the question paper there will be a total of 4 extracts, but you've got to answer you've got to answer only 2 extracts out of 4 extracts, because you've got one choice with you. Okay, out of 2 extracts you've got to answer from each question 1 extract. So there are 2 questions, so you've got to answer 2 extracts. Okay, but total number of extracts will be 4 extracts. Okay, the first category will be having 2 extracts, and second category here multiple choice questions from poetry will also be having 2 extracts. Okay, and you have to answer all the 5 questions of 1 mark each, that is 10 marks from literature multiple choice questions. Then grammar, you can see, as you can see here, grammar 10 multiple choice questions out of 12 to be answered. Okay, there will be 12 total of 12 questions, out of which you have got to answer 10 multiple choice questions. Okay, from grammar, and questions on grammar shall be based on tense, models, subject verb agreement, reported speech, and determiners. Okay, but yes, this and deleted part is passive voice, noun, adverb, all these are deleted. So we have to focus on now reported speech. So I shall teach you reported speech in my live class in the next day. I shall teach you reported speech. Okay, or might be I shall finish one chapter is left of literature. I shall finish literature first, and then I shall teach you reported speech and determiners also. These 2 topics of grammar I shall teach you and give you some worksheet also. Okay, but remember there will be 10 multiple choice questions based on these topics, and in your PT1 and PT2 the way you have got the grammar questions, similar questions will be given in board exams also. Only exception is in the board exam is a 80 mark question, 80 mark paper, therefore there will be 10 mark multiple choice questions, but topics will be from tenses, models, subject verb agreement, and reported speech and determiners. Okay. Okay. So next you see, dear students, part A is over and part B is now subjective questions. So subjective question is of 40 marks. Subjective question is of 40 marks, and uh, objective questions you might have seen again 40 marks. You see 20, 10 literature and grammar 10. Okay, and from reading 20. So 40 mark objective type questions, and in the subjective type questions you can see here from the writing skill, formal letter will be given. So formal letter based on a given situation, 1 out of 2 questions is to be answered. So you shall get formal letter like this time you got in your PT2. Likewise you will get one formal letter which will consist of 5 marks, and your word limit is 100 to 120 words. Okay, next you shall have an paragraph. It is an analytical paragraph, dear students. It means based on a given outline, data, chart, cues, 1 out of 2 questions is to be answered, 5 marks. Okay, there will be 2 questions given, out of which you have got to answer 1 question. You have to write an analytical paragraph, like you might have done in class 9 data interpretation. Like you'll be given a data survey. Let's, for example, a COVID-19 survey in the state of Maharashtra they have done. So they will give you this particular survey data, and you will be asked to write a paragraph analyzing the data. Understood? So that is why it is called analytical paragraph. Okay, you shall be given a visual question, a question followed by a visual in the form of either bar graph or pie chart, or just the graph with x and y axis. Okay, with lot of data in it. You've got to analyze this particular data and then write an analytical paragraph based on it. Okay, so this will be second part. Last year there was story writing, but this year for class 10 there is no story writing. So this year you have been given a paragraph writing based on analytical data analysis. Okay, and the first question, as I told you, will be based on formal letter. So as we go for revision, we should certainly practice 1 or 2 sample data analysis paragraph also. Okay, next, dear students, let's move on to literature part. So literature part, as you can see here in front of you, 4 out of 6 short answer type questions, like you got this time, no? Likewise 2 into 4 8. So there will be 6 questions, out of which you got to answer 4 questions of 2 marks each, so 8 marks. First question of literature. Okay, this you are familiar with because this time also PT1 also I've given in similar type. Then 4 out of 6 short answer type questions from first flight and footprints. Okay, 2 out of 3 from first flight and 2 out of 3 from footprints. Okay, so you shall get proportionate number of lessons from both first flight and footprints. Like from first flight you shall get three chapters, and footprints also you shall get 3 chapters. Out of 6 chapters you've got to answer 4 questions. Okay, out of 6 questions you've got to answer 4 questions. Okay. Then what is the difference, dear students? As you can see here, in the first part it is 20 to 30 words, that is 2 mark. But in the second question, second type of question, it is 40 to 50 words. That is why the marks have also increased here. Okay, so your mark is 3 this time. Okay, otherwise type of questions will be almost same, with the exception that, with the difference that in the second type you have to answer a little bigger in the but in the first category you've got to answer in 20 to 30 words only. Okay, otherwise same type of questions will be given, only the length will differ. Okay, so here see everything is same, here also same, here also 4 out of 6, here also 4 out of 6. Understood? So this type also you have to prepare. And then last type is your long question, that is 5 mark question. Okay, 5 mark question, like this time also you got now long question. Last likewise same question, 1 out of 2 long answer type questions. Okay, one will be given from first flight, another will be given from the supplementary reader, that is footprint without feet. Okay, so okay. So first there were 2 questions, dear students. As it's a 80 mark paper, therefore there will be 2 questions. One will be from first flight, and second will be from the footprints without feet. Okay, and the questions can be like 1 or 2. Here also 2 questions will be given, out of which one. Here also you are given the choice. 2 questions will be given. You have to answer one question. Okay, and you can see here in first flight. In first flight, it can be based on a situation or plot. From the text, it can be, the question can be based on incidents, or it could be based on anything from plot. Okay, plot means story here. And here it can be from character also, character sketch, character analysis of a particular character they will give you to write, or they can also give you on the theme or plot. Okay, on the theme or plot involving interpretation, extrapolation beyond the text. Means that the question could be HOTS based also, high order thinking skill based also. Okay, so it depends. Okay, we'll practice some questions so that you are able to understand. Okay, so that's all about it, dear students. And you see, what are the chapters which are deleted? You can see here, deleted chapters are how to tell wild animals, trees, fog, Miss Bill, then Annie Gregory. Okay, these are the chapters which are deleted from the poetry lesson. Okay, poetry lesson. These are the lesson chapters which are deleted. How to tell wild animals, trees, fog, Miss Bill the water, and for Annie Gregory. Okay, and now from supplementary reader, you can see these are the chapters which are deleted. Midnight Visitor, Question of Trust, the book that saved the earth. Okay, so it means that we have finished our syllabus from footprints without feet, and we have only one prose left from first flight. Okay, only one prose left, and one poem is left from first flight. Okay, then we shall be able to start revision from the beginning. Okay, so that's all about the syllabus discussion, dear students. And then listening, 20 mark will be internal assessment, that is listening and speaking competencies. Okay, So listening and speaking, competencies, I have given you some task you do, and send me. Okay, um, today also I'll send you the link so that you can practice and send me, because you need some practice of listening and speaking skills. Otherwise, suddenly on a fine day it will be difficult for you to answer, and you need to be serious about these 20 marks, because listening to is okay, you can somehow manage, but speaking, you might lose out some marks on speaking skills, because it requires your presentation skill also. Okay, therefore I shall give you some topics, you practice on these topics, make a podcast on these topics and send me, so that I can evaluate your presentation. Okay, so Laxman, and others, you can see, I have already discussed about the lesson today. Okay, and those of you who have written the test, this English test, I think all of you have written, it seems. So you see, these are the answers of the of grammar. You can see, sorry, reading skill. You can see, like according to the passage, which of the statements are true. So statement B is true. Okay, emphasize that this is B is true actually. Okay, you can see here, question number B is true from question number 1, and then from question number 2, US FDA is the correct answer. Okay, then question number 3, C is correct. Plasma therapy not approved as treatment, used only for trial in COVID-19 pandemic. Okay, and fourth answer is only A and C. Which steps have sought permission from ICMR to treat critically ill COVID-19 patients with this therapy? So A and C, Delhi and Rajasthan. Okay, Delhi and Rajasthan. Next, which hospital in Delhi is Max Saket? Okay, Max Saket Hospital claimed success with a middle-aged patient, though the method failed to save the person's father, who was much older and in his late 80s. Okay, so dear students, that's all about. I have to check your paper now. Okay, so next day we shall start with the lesson which is left out from your book. Okay, supplementary we have finished all. Only the first flight one lesson is left, prose lesson, and one poem is left. So next class you please be present so that you can attend the lecture on this lesson. Okay, thank you dear students. Bye bye and have a nice day. I shall let you know in my next class whenever I I shall be able to finish my evaluation by next Wednesday. So I shall share with you your my feedback. Okay. So that's it, dear students. Bye bye. Take care. I am taking leave of you today, and we shall meet on Wednesday with a new lesson. And towards the end, 5 minutes or 10 minutes ahead, I shall discuss about your performance in the test. Okay, on Wednesday. Okay, dear students. Bye bye. Take care.